Hello everyone, today we will talk about our movie review about the environmental issues. Before that, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Azka Yusna Sabrina and my partner Angelina Puspita Sitanggang. We are from Group 6. Today, we will present our analysis of an environmental movie based on listening guidelines. Alright, the movie entitled The Vinyl, a short movie about climate change by Kylie SY. This movie talks about environmental issues, especially climate change. It shows how the Earth has changed from its original condition into a more dangerous situation today. The message of this movie is very urgent and important for everyone. The movie begins with a reference to the Bible, showing how the earth was created in a perfect condition. However, it then contrasts this with the current reality. Today, the world is facing serious environmental problems such as climate change, extreme heat, wildfires, and disease. The movie emphasizes that this situation is getting worse and requires immediate action. Uh, so, while watching the movie, I faced some difficulties. For the example, like the background music sometimes made the narration unclear. Also, some parts were spoken too fast, and there were difficult scientific terms. Different accent also made it harder to understand. To overcome these problems, we used several strategies like watch the video more than once, use subtitles, and pause the video to take notes. We also focused on keywords instead of trying to understand every word. And then there are some interesting grammar structures used in the movie. For the example, like the imperative sentence, like "let there be lights," shows the authority. There is also a conditional sentence. We also found several important vocabulary words. For the example, extreme heat means very high temperatures, wildfires are large uncontrolled fires, and malnutrition means lack of proper nutrition. These words are important to understand the environmental issues. And then some keywords in this movie are climate change, danger zone, and protect nature. These words highlight the seriousness of the problem and show that humans must take responsibility. The movie also uses different elements to deliver its message. The visual show disasters like wildfires and extreme heat. The audio uses dramatic music to create urgency. And then the dialogue uses strong and emotional statements. All of these elements work together to make the message more powerful. And then in real life connection, this movie is closely related to the real life conditions. Climate change is happening around the world, including like Indonesia. We can see rising temperatures and forest fires in many areas. This shows that the movie reflects the reality. Next is about critical analysis. In our opinion, this movie is very effective in delivering its message because it combines emotional and factual elements which makes the audience feel concerned and responsible. The storytelling is strong and impactful. And so, for the conclusion, the environmental issues are very serious and urgent. This movie reminds us that we all have a role to play. If we do not protect nature, we cannot protect ourselves.
My name is Angelina Sitanggang, and today I want to make a presentation about movies that I watch. And the title of the movies that I choose is A Plastic Ocean. A Plastic Ocean is a movie that released in 2016, and the director is Craig Gleason. This documentary is incredibly eye-opening and specific. It was filmed over 4 years in 20 locations around the world. I choose this one because it moves past simple warnings and shows the actual chemical reality of our ocean. Key environmental themes. First is marine plastic pollutions, second, microplastic ingestions, and third, the toxic food chain. Marine plastic pollution. As we can see in the film, the oceans is no longer a pristine blue environment. When the team travels to the center of the Indian Ocean, they find a plastic soup where trash has replaced natural life. This highlights that there is no way when we throw things in the bin. Second, microplastic ingestions. A major theme is how plastic breaks up rather than breaking down. The film shows how tiny, colorful fragments are mistaken for food by birds and fish. As we can see in the movie, this creature's stomach became so full of plastic that they eventually die of starvation while appearing full. Third, toxic food chain. The film explained the chemical process where plastic acts as a sponge for industrial toxins. Because humans are at the top of the food chain, we eventually eat the toxins that were first swallowed by small fish. It shows that environmental destruction is directly linked to human health. Visual analysis. Graphic nature of pollutions, cinematic scale, and global contrast. Graphic nature of pollution. The animations or visuals of the autopsies on seabirds are very real and shocking. Seeing 234 pieces of plastic pulled from a single small bird makes the problem feels much more urgent than just hearing a statistic. Global contrast. The visual style effectively compares the clean lives of consumers in developed countries with the residents of Tuvalu who lives on mountain of trash. The use of underwater cameras shows a plastic smoke that makes the ocean look dark and suffocating, which effectively creates a feeling of dirt. Investigative tone, environmental sounds, and urgency. Investigative tone. I noticed that the narrator's voice is very calm but serious. This makes the information feel more like a scientific report than just a movie. It makes the audience feel this is a real crisis that needs a solution right now. Second, environmental sounds. The sound quality of the waves and whale calls is mixed with the sharp, crinkling sounds of plastic bottles. This audio contrast makes the viewer feel uncomfortable as if the plastic is an intruder in a peaceful places. Scientific but emotional and cultural perspective. Scientific but emotional. In many scenes, the scientists use technical terms like a bioaccumulation, but their voices often crack with emotions when they see the animals suffering. This balance helps the viewer understand the facts while also feeling the tragedy. Cultural perspective. As we can see when the filmmakers talk to locals in Tuvalu or Manila, the dialogue reveals a serious familial tension between humanity and the earth. They talk about how they have no choice but have to live with the ways we create. Effectiveness critique, visual impact, educational value, and lifestyle change. Visual impact. The visuals make us know exactly what is happening under the surface. The high quality underwater cinematography makes the movies feel fresh and modern, but also very haunting. It makes us wonder how we can produce so much waste without noticing its final destination. Lifestyle value. As we can see from the film's conclusions, we have to talk to our communities about our disposable culture. As a viewer, I realize that my small choices have a massive role in the life of the planet. The film is highly effective because it leaves you feeling that the convenience of plastic is not worth the death of our oceans. I think that's all from me. Thank you.